So we've been talking about DPDP in practice. We spoke about consent in practice. We spoke about notices in practice. And there we also touched about the layered privacy notices. Now we are going to get into details of layered privacy notices. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily find new content on data privacy as well as these days on DPDP also. Let's talk about a layered privacy notice. We spoke about privacy notice multiple times, right? It's a way to communicate to the user. Why are we collecting your information? How are we going to use it? And the layering means that the full document, you don't need to read it. We have consolidated it to 8-10 points. And if you think this point is more relevant, you can click and move on to the details. And if you're satisfied with the top lines, good. The problem with one big notice is that you cannot expect long paragraphs and long set pages documents whenever you need a consent. Users see it every time and they see it at the time of collection of information. For many SaaS apps, I'm just about to buy a product and suddenly comes up a pop-up of a notice. And I get confused. What am I doing? How am I going to handle this? Critical information gets buried and the consent and the understanding break down. Since I want to buy the product, I might still invest. Is this the way you wanted to sell the product to me? Your choice. Compliance, of course, not a good or a valid compliance if it's a long notice for me to read. I may be satisfied with the product, but what about the regulators that the fiduciary has to answer to? Layered approach means don't create multiple documents, don't create long documents, just a stage communication. Right? You open up with relevant points, and as the relevance increases, click, and keep moving. Lawyer answers users' current situations. Depth increases over a period of time. Right? It is not initially as a very deep document to begin with. First interaction is at the time of collection. What data is being collected? Why is it needed? Whether it is mandatory or optional, who is going to deal with it, and where to find more details of it. That's the first thing that happens when you start collection of the information. Move on during the usage. Contextual awareness. What happens as the user starts using the service? How data is reused or shared? When new purposes arise? That's important. When reminders or nudges are required. This is the actual contextual thing that you have to offer. Transparency must follow movement of data. Deep reference, if you need to really get into the detail of a particular point. It's available for all, but then it depends on what layer are you satisfied with, and you can revert back rather than forced to get deep into each and every point. Detailed explanations are there. Retentions, rights, escalation paths, vendor sharing explanations, legal, regulatory disclosures, every information is there. They are updated as systems evolve, and therefore you can get into the details, use it, and then decide whether you want to get the consent or not. How layered notices support Data Protection Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act. They improve the validity of consent because each and every point has been explained in detail. They help you reduce user confusion. They strengthen lawful basis defensibility. You can clearly explain why did I picked up a particular lawful basis. They lower the compliant and dispute risks, and they are able to align you with the transparency expectations of DPDP Act. The Data Protection Board of India would be happy with details if shown properly on the layered notice. Layering is about respecting the users. Important. You are not forcing him to read the complete notice. You are giving him only the detail that he needs as a supervisory, or if he wants to get detail in one or two of those things. You are respecting his time. You are respecting and empowering him to take better decision. You are respecting and evolving his expectations, and that's what DPDP expects. Honesty, not overload. So that's about a layered privacy notice. We'll continue to keep discussing about privacy notices. If you are my regular visitor, you know I have courses on Udemy about privacy policy and notice as well. So you can go there, watch them as a standalone. You can go there and watch them as bundles. You can subscribe to my currently published Kindle book on data privacy simplified to get more details. Or you can subscribe to my channel, find the information here, and if you're not satisfied, send me your queries, I'll answer. Thank you.